my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing very well. So, okay, let me give you a little bit of context. It is currently 1:10 a.m. on Thursday the 25th of March. Now, the David Dobrik situation has been going on now for many years, but when the Insider article came out and David's team were trying to shut people off talking about it, you know, Scotty Sire, a member of the Vlog Squad, came forward trying to silence it. Seth came forward, a member of the Vlog Squad. Big Nick came forward. It's just been a lot of back and forth, and now in recent days with frenemies getting very involved, it's been a lot, and I like keeping a level of transparency whenever I am making these videos, and I do just want to say that when it comes to filming stuff on this David topic, it's been a lot harder than any other topic that we've been through so far, because there are victims involved, and with that comes a level of guilt talking about it. And again, we've talked about how, you know, we don't look at this as drama, but whenever there's just so much happening and the story's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, people want, you know, my opinion on this, and I appreciate that. And so I've just been taking days where I think about what I want to do or approach in this David situation, and so I've came to the conclusion that David has now done 2 apology videos. They're both completely different from each other, and we have not talked about either one yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a video watching the first one, talking about that one, which is this video, hello. Then we're going to do one watching the second video, talking about that, which will be the next video. Then we're going to do a third video summarizing it all with the comparisons and what is hypocritical or not hypocritical about both of them put together, now knowing all we know. I think that's a good way to kind of end off this David saga that we're dealing with. Now, there have been many of David's friends coming forward, speaking out against the things. He's been dropped by all of his sponsors, and there is a lot still to talk about, but my immediate kind of to-do list is talking about these apology videos, because people very much so want to see that. So we're just going to start with that, and we're going to get in with it. So the first one, keep in mind, a lot of people don't know that David's being accused of enabling his friends to do things to girls who are underage, girls who are not able to fully consent, girls who are, you know, drunk, high, him putting the girls in a situation where, you know, they want to be in the video, and for the video they have to go and, you know, allegedly sleep with his friend or something. So David's being called out for that, as well as just a lot of other really disgusting behaviour, and it's all kind of coming to the surface now. People have been talking about it like Trisha Paytas for absolute years, but people are really listening to the conversation now, and so is David, because his sponsors are pulling out. However, in this first apology that we're going to watch, which is the one that was titled Let's Talk, at this stage he had not lost any sponsors yet, so this one is completely different than the second one he released, which is interesting to watch it now that we know all we know. I do think that David put this apology out, again, called Let's Talk, on his Views second channel, which has 1 million views, 1 million subscribers, sorry, I mean, and it's his least subscribed YouTube channel. Like, it's his podcast channel, like his second podcast channel. So he did not post this on his main, his second, his vlog. You know, this is literally posted on his smallest of smallest audience, and it's still got 6.3 million views, but you can imagine what it would have done on his main channel. So that's also interesting to know, and I think he posted it on the smallest channel, and it's only a 2-minute long video, for the reason that he was trying to keep it short and sweet so that he wouldn't lose any sponsors and not address it on a big platform. Now that we know he's lost all his sponsors, I think that is why we're now seeing him address it on his bigger channel. But let's just watch this video and we'll talk about it. So again, called Let's Talk, and keep in mind this is coming after he was trying to silence victims, trying to silence his friends coming forward, allegedly pushing his friends to the forefront to address the drama and defend him. None of that worked, so now we're getting this first video, right?
Hey guys, it's David. I want to come on here real quick and address some conversations that have been going on the internet.
Sorry, I don't mean to stop, but address some conversations that have been happening in recent times on the internet. These have been happening for a long time, David, and I wouldn't just say at this stage it's conversations. I think this is a criminal case that you are involved in. Yeah.
I've made over 600 videos, and I've made a bunch of TikToks, Vines, Instagram stories, tweets, the whole thing. And I'm obsessed with what I do. I love being able to make people happy for a living, and that's all that I want to do.
Well, I don't think you were successful in that at all, David. Just a little thing tells me that you wanting to just make people happy is not really what happened. I love that he's also filming this with, like, his awards displayed in the background and stuff. Very humble.
That being said, consent is something that's super, super important to me. Whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting with a stranger, I always make sure that whatever the video...
Okay, this is what we gotta talk about. This is what we gotta talk about, right? He's coming forward now and saying that consent is very important to him in relation to the Seth prank that happened, in which we're aware that, you know, member of the Vlog Squad, Seth, was pranked thinking he was going to kiss Corinna, but David actually set it up so that it would be Jason, the 45-year-old disgusting man, kissing him instead, with the intent of then Seth going home to his, you know, hometown, and them knowing that he kissed a man on the internet, which is very frowned upon where he's from, and he would get absolutely attacked for it. And David addressed that on a podcast, knowing that that's what was going to happen, and the reason he did it. So he's now saying that consent is very important to him. If we look at that situation, no, it's not, David, because Seth, you said, consented the first prank, but there were two and three pranks after that, and there wasn't then. So I just don't think the argument of him saying that I mean, he's just waffling here, but
I have the approval from that person. And I also acknowledge that there's times where a person can change their mind, and they...
Here's the thing, though. What he's saying here is not true if what we're being provided with is factual. You know, Seth on camera, what we haven't been shown is him consenting. You know, David is, like, leaking videos to his friends showing that, oh, maybe he hinted at consenting here. And in a clip, Seth says, how can I consent to something that I don't know is going to happen? So David is saying that even if people retract their consent, but what if the consent wasn't given in the first place? So his logic here in trying to waffle it doesn't work because his argument is not legit.
Decide that they no longer want to be associated, they no longer want to be in the video that I'm putting up, and then I'll take the video down. And there's also been moments where I've looked...
Keep in mind, he's saying that he'll take the video down if that's being approached to him, but we've also seen text messages come forward where people are literally begging for vlogs to be taken down because it's exploiting them. And he's like, I'll pay you instead.
Back on videos, and I realize that these don't represent me anymore, and they're hurtful to other people, and I don't want them up because I've grown, you know, as a content creator and as a person, and I don't agree with some of the videos I've posted. With the Seth situation, I'm sorry to Seth because like I said, I just want to make videos where everybody in it, you know, whether you're participating or watching, is enjoying and having a good time. And I missed the mark with that.
Okay, you did miss the mark with that one, David, but the intent of your video, like you said on your podcast, was you humiliating Seth so that he would go home with the people in his hometown knowing that he kissed a man on the internet. And this is so hilarious, which has such a homophobic underlayer to it, or even overlayer. So this does not make sense to me at all. He's trying to put something out in this first one, but it can be contradicted. All of it. All of it. All of it.
And I'm really sorry. I truly, truly am. And with people in my life that I don't film with anymore, like Dom and, you know, the other people that I no longer film with, I chose to distance myself because I don't align with some of the actions, and I don't stand for any kind of misconduct.
But yes, you do, David, because you were with Dom as recently as early last year. You were promoting his tour. You were in a video with him promoting it, which is what people are calling him out for. So him saying that, you know, he distanced himself from Dom, no, you didn't. By the looks of it, you just weren't filming videos because there was a pandemic, but you were still with him behind the scenes, allegedly.
And I've been really disappointed by some of my friends. And for that reason...
Aww, is this like what Scotty said? You know, David doesn't get angry, he gets disappointed. Remember that, y'all?
From a lot of them. I think with any video I make, my main purpose is to make people happy and inspire people, and I never want anything to go.
Yes, inspire people with that kind of content, David. Inspire them to do what, exactly? Because I don't think your content is child-friendly or inspires people to be happy. Well, that's just my opinion on it.
And I'm sorry if I've let you down, and things like that won't happen again. And I learned from my mistakes, and I also believe that actions speak a lot louder than words. And
actions speak a lot louder than words, but from our knowledge, David is doing neither of that. So Again, take that with a pinch of salt.
You know, you can take my word for it that I'm going to change, but I'll also show you and I'll prove to you that, you know, the mistakes I made before won't be happening again. But yeah, that's it. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Final thoughts. A 2-minute video, 2-minute and 30-second video, which is what he was addressing the entire situation, doesn't cut it. Everything he says in this can be contradicted. He mainly just focuses on, I just want to be the guy who makes videos that make people happy. Well, you didn't, and you've got to take, you know, full accountability. So a 2-minute video is how you're approaching that. It's ridiculous. It's contradictory, humiliating, and just shows you as someone who just wants to, you know, put something out there and get it over and done with. He was silencing and trying to silence people who were speaking about this all last week. Remember him leaking the text messages to Scotty to show in the video that Scotty made to contradict Seth's points? But now he's like, oh, I hear you, Seth, and I'm with you, and I'm sorry for this prank. And you know, if you take back your consent. He didn't take back his consent. From our knowledge, he didn't even give consent. And if he did, show us. This video sucks, and the fact that it was posted on his least subscribed to channel, his most recent podcast channel, shows, in my opinion, what his intentions are. And bestie, I want to know what you're thinking about this first one. We're going to take it in these little sections. So, based on this first apology, the uploading it on the second channel, straight up allegedly lying in the video, contradicting, mainly, first of all, showcasing all of his awards in the background, focusing on the fact that, you know, he just wants people to be happy, all like this, saying that he doesn't align with Dom anymore, but he was seen with Don as recently as last year. Let's talk about it. I think it just is so hypocritical. So hypocritical. Bestie, we'll talk about it below. I love you. I will see you in my next one. Stay safe, stay happy. And let's keep that conversation going below. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you. Bye. Mwah.